Hi, I'm Laura Murray, and welcome to the Fusion 360 News Network. Today we're giving you some tips on how to maintain a successful blog. And to help us out, we have Kevin Johnson, who is the digital PR and social media manager here at Fusion 360. Thanks for being with us, Kevin.
Sure thing.
All right, so the first tip you have for us is to create content regularly. Why is that so important?
Yep. Well, when you're creating content on a regular schedule, you're producing this consistent quality content that consumers are going to be regularly expecting and regularly coming back to. That way, when they're getting this regular amount of content, they'll be expecting the blog post and looking forward to what you're going to be producing next, rather than just wondering if you're ever going to update your blog again.
All right, and so the next tip you have for us is, if you want to be seen as an expert, you have to continue to research. What do you mean by that?
Well, you need to be able to provide quality content. It doesn't do much good just to be spitting out 200 words that don't really say much of anything. You need to be showing to your consumers that you really are an expert in the field that you are representing. So this not only helps with giving valuable information to the consumers, but it also helps Google recognize that you're a quality site that provides useful information, and that in turn will help with your SEO ranking as well.
All right, so being an expert is incredibly important. The next tip you have is interact with your audience. How do you do that?
So this can be one of two ways. Depending on the way you have your site laid out, you could allow for people to leave comments on your blog posts. And so obviously anytime you get some sort of feedback from your consumers on the blog, it's always important to interact with them. It shows that you care about your customers, you care about what they think. This can also be done through social media. You want to be pushing your blog content through Facebook, through Twitter, and other social media channels. And whenever people respond through there with comments or feedback, it's the same principle. You respond back and let them know that you're listening to what they're saying. And this way you can also get better insights on how to improve your blog and make it even more useful.
All right, people want to feel important and that you're paying attention to them, and that's the big thing. All right. And then another tip you have is make sure your posts are easily shareable. Why does that matter?
Well, the more people that are going to share your post, the more views it's going to get, the more potential new customers are going to see it. So this comes down to creating an engaging title and making sure that the content of your blog posts are organized in an engaging and unique way so that people are going to see it, it's going to catch their attention, and they're going to, after reading it and seeing that there's good information there, consider it as something that they want to share with their friends or with their coworkers. So that way the content continues to spread and you bring in new people that you perhaps weren't even initially targeting.
Oh, well, there you go. And your final tip is make sure your blog or posts are visually appealing. Why does it matter that it looks so great?
Yeah, well, visuals are super important with everything in digital marketing. You could put up a big chunk of text and you have the greatest information in the world, but it doesn't look that engaging if there's not some good images to go along with it. So be it, Shutterstock images that you get, or screenshots of work that you've done, or just photos that you take yourself around your work environment. Right. Getting these kinds of images in there help make the piece more engaging and more shareable.
All right, pictures say 1,000 words.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you for all your tips, Kevin. We really appreciate it.
Sure thing.